Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm Ross.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to bring you another one of our 8th edition kill teams. I'll be using Ad Mech.
And a force that I know a lot of you guys have been asking for, the Harlequins are coming out to play.
So what are we playing today?
We are going to be playing a match play mission of Terror Tactics. I think that works perfectly for Harlequins. Terrorise you to pieces.
Well, I'm half machine, I don't feel fear.
There. So what that is basically a race across the board, and you have to get your team off the other side, the opponent's side. Each person, machine, whatever you want to call it, player gets off the board. It's 2 victory points, and then every person, every model that you kill is an additional point on top of that.
Fair enough. Well, with that, let's have a look at the kill teams. We have here our Ad Mech Kill Team. It's going to be 98 points in total. So I have a leader specialist, and that is my Vanguard Alpha, armed with Phosphor Blast Pistol and Power Sword. I've then got a Vanguard Gunner. He's armed with Plasma Calver, and he is a Sniper level 1. I then have one Infiltrator Princep. He is armed with Flechetti Blaster and Taser Geld, and he will be a Zealot level 1. And then I've also got a Skitarii Vanguard armed with Radium Carbine and an Omnispec, and is a Comm Specialist, level 1. For just our regular sort of troops, we have a Sicarian Ruststalker armed with Transonic Razor and Cordclaw, a Skitarii Vanguard with Radium Carbine, another Skitarii Vanguard with Radium Carbine, and then a Vanguard Gunner with a Plasma Calver. And that is my Adeptus Mechanicus Kill Team.
And this is my 100 point Harlequin kill team. So we have a leader, number 1, that he has got a Caress and a fusion pistol. Number 2 is my combat specialist, level 1, with Harlequin's Kiss and a shuriken pistol. Number 3 is my zealot specialist, level 1, with a Caress and fusion pistol. And my number 4 is my veteran with a Caress and a Neuro Disruptor. And for my 2 regular troops, I have one with a Harlequin's Kiss and shuriken pistol, and the other one with a shuriken pistol and a Caress. So that is my 100 point Harlequin kill team.
This is the battle map that we are playing on today. So slightly different to other times when we've played the Sector Imperialis sort of terrain, but today we're going for sort of like Death Zone Desert sort of style. To mark out where the maximum area we can deploy is these dice in the corners. That shows the edge of the battle map there, which is ideal. And we don't have any special rules because there's none yet for sort of desert, death worlds, but I'm sure they'll be coming in the future, so no roll off to see if there's any additional rules there. With that, let's go into the scouting phase. So we're now into our scouting phase for this kill team match. For those who don't know, scouting phase is basically sort of each me and Rob try and enact one of 6 sort of special abilities or things that might impact the game. We don't know which one, like what we've chosen, so some can obviously be great advantages, but equally there is some counters to them as well. So there's a gamble whether you want to try and counter your opponent or if you want to try and do some scary stuff. So this one's Rob's, this one's mine. Rob, you going first?
That is Plant Traps.
So Rob has gone Plant Traps. I have gone number 6, which would have been Eliminate Sentries. So I was expecting Rob to actually sort of try and boost forwards, but he's decided not to deploy Sentries, but Traps instead.
It's a trap!
So that's going to have a bit of an impact. Mine won't, because mine was a counter, but I failed. Rob has set successful traps though.
Right guys, so for my D3 traps, let's have a look how many I've got. Right, okay, that is that, so that's full 3. So I've got to keep quiet because Ross is out of the room. So we will go with, for your viewing pleasure, this one, and this one here. I'm going to go write that down, so let's see for deployment.
Me and Rob are now going to roll to see who has the greatest strategic advantage. How we do that is by rolling 2d6, and whoever gets the highest has the greatest strategic advantage, so they can choose which of the two ends of deployment zones we're going. And then the person with least strategic advantage sets up the first model. So Rob, I'll roll first, see if I have great strategic advantage. Possibly not.
Oh, just beat you on one dice, mate.
Definitely not. So which side do you think you're going to go for?
I'm going to take this side.
That side. So this side's probably filled with traps then.
No. Silly.
Let's go into deployment. So here we have the Ad Mech deployment. So what have I got? Two of my regular Vanguard here with radium carbines. I've got my comms specialist just down here. I've then got my gunner specialist with plasma caliber, my leader here, and then my infiltrator my zealot infiltrator specialist here as well. Regular gunner over there, and rust stalker up on the top as well. So yeah, I've deployed a bit forward. I could have deployed a bit back, but you know what? Sometimes you need to be aggressive in this game. So yeah, let's see how Rob's done.
And with the Harlequin deployment, so I've got the two standard troop guys, basically one behind each other near the barricade. Directly behind there I've got my leader. Next door to that I have my combat specialist. And then I've got my vet. And then I've got my zealot hidden in between all of the crates. So on that front, Ross, do we have to roll?
We're going to roll to see who gets initiative. So we roll 2d6. Highest basically gets to do things first. Got a 6. That's for me.
Oh,
We got a 2 and a
4. Oh, it's
so
6.
So we've got to re-roll that.
Oh,
Try that again.
Come on.
Looking hopeful there.
Oh dear.
10. Nice.
Yep, that's all yours there, Ross.
Great. So we're now into battle round 1 for this kill team match. I don't know how I feel with getting the initiative there. I sort of wanted to see where Rob moved originally so I could counteract it and then just apply a huge amount of shots on it. By me going first, I need to make sure I can visibly see as much of the board as possible, so when Rob does move about, I'm able to counter him. So I'm in a bit of a tricky situation there. I prefer to be reactive. I've also got to watch out where Rob puts some traps. That would also not be ideal. So yeah, with that, let's go into the movement phase. And just to say before we go into movement phase, I'm going to activate a Canticles of the Messiah, Benediction of the Messiah. Allows me to reroll ones in the shooting phase. So I've made my first movement of this game, and I moved basically one of my radium carbines up into this building here. When I did so, Rob then went, here comes trap time. So yeah, I've activated a trap. This is the first one of how many you got. I don't know how many there is.
Mm-hmm. So basically, with the roll for the trap is on a roll level 1. That model takes a mortal wound. But all that now, that piece of terrain and 1 inch around it is now classed as dangerous terrain. So, nope.
Nope, I am fine, but that terrain is now booby trapped. I want to stay away from it. So I've finished up the movement for the Ad Mech. Usually we would show both our movement here. However, I have had to move away from a whole bunch of traps, and even more, it gets more dramatic later on. So this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy all need to take a dangerous terrain check for actually moving away from this trap here. So on a 1, I suffer a mortal wound. We'll begin with my leader because he's going to show us the way. So he's fine. Go with my sniper specialist. So he is fine. Go with my regular sort of plasma caliber. Oh, so he's suffered a mortal wound. Now I'm going to check if I actually roll this or do you, because I technically caused the wound on myself. So when we do an injury roll table for dangerous stress, I get to roll the injury roll table, not Rob. Rob only gets to do it when he actually inflicts the damage. Though it could be argued that you did because it is your traps, but I'm going to say because it's dangerous terrain, I get to roll this and spin a command point to save his life. So on a 4+, he's dead. On a 1, 2, 3, he's only got a flesh wound. I will take the flesh wound. And last but not least, this very unlucky zealot is going through quite a bad day. So I'm going to make the first roll for moving out with a dangerous terrain.
Sorry?
So I'm going to do that now. Yep.
Nope.
So I'm fine. However, Rob then revealed to me that there is another trap. So I've now moved into that trap and ended my movement in it. So do you want to see if you cause a...
No.
No, that's fine.
But now that is dangerous terrain as well.
Oh man.
In the Harlequins movement, there's no traps, thank God. But we've got two, so we've got two standard troop guys starting in front, and then I've got all four specialists who just moved up my lovely 8 inches forward. So a few shots in range to try and take out 1 or 2 kill team that I can actually see. But we should go on to shooting phase next.
So I'm going to start with this Vanguard here. Now I'm going to activate my comm specialist, who is here, and he's basically going to give him +1 to hit within 6 inches. So all fine there. And I'm going to target this player.
Yep.
Right in front of me here. So I am not obscured in any way.
Cool.
You're not in long range, so because I've got 9 inch for my short range.
Yep.
So it's going to be 3 shots, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s for Benediction of the Omnissiah.
Nice.
So I really want you to go down here. So 3 shots, hit on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Well, I didn't need any boosts whatsoever. However, it's going to be 4s to injure you, toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
Yep, and any 6s are, I think, 3 damage apiece. I'll check on that one.
I think it's normally 2 on regular cover ones.
We'll have a check, but Kill
Yep.
Team's different game. Oh my word.
Dear.
I'm going to spin a command point because this is humiliating. Right, okay, so we've got 1 damage on you, and I presume you're 1 wound.
1 wound, 4 up in one.
4 up in, well, go for it. Please go down.
No.
Oh, this is bad. So after that painful start to this round, going to go with my Securant Infiltrator next, who's going to fire his Flechetti Blaster at this player here. You are in long range and you're just slightly obscured by terrain here, which will mean it's going to be 5s to hit you with 5 shots. Do get to reroll 1s thanks to Benediction of the Omnissiah. So I get 1 reroll but only 1 hit. No, so that was not very good. It's going to be 4s to wound you. For nothing. Gonna go with my Plasma Calver on this side next. Has suffered flesh wounds, and I'm going to target this Harlequin here, this player. So you are slightly obscured. I have suffered a flesh wound. You are within long range, meaning I'm going to be 6s to hit. I am going to supercharge, but you only suffer the superheat on an unmodified roll of 1.
Oh, darn.
So I'll get 2 shots and I hit on 6s. Oh man.
Joys of Harlequins.
Yep, I do get to reroll the 1s.
Good job.
Don't roll another 1 or I'm out of action. Oh, I hit.
Nice.
So nice. Going to be 2s to wound you.
Yes, indeed.
So I do wound. Sorry, I moved all that over.
That's that.
So you get your 4 up invul. Please fail it.
Nope.
Oh my word.
Going my vet here. He's going to shoot his shuriken pistol at this Vanguard on top of this ruin. So normally hitting on 3s. Long range, so hitting on 4s. So I hit.
Okay.
Strength 3.
So
4s to wound, and it wounds. There's no modifiers for you there, Ross.
Okay, so 4+ save. I'm
All
fine.
fine. So I'm going to go with my troop here, and he's going to shoot his shuriken pistol at his Vanguard. So again, just for long range, so I'm hitting on 4s. It misses. Going with my player at the front here, going take a shot at the infiltrator. So he's got a Nero Disruptor, so it's 12 inches, it's over half range, and Ross is obscured, so it'll be 5s to hit, and it misses.
Going to fire my Phosphor Blast Pistol next from my leader, who is going to fire at this player here. So you are obscured, but my Blast Pistol ignores that. You are in long range though.
That's cool.
So it's 1 shot, hit on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Nope, that's not 1.
Going with the specialist here, he's going to fire a shuriken pistol at his Vanguard that is taking quite a few shots, but nothing seems to be hitting. So it's long range, so hitting on 4s. Not a 1, it's a 4 I need. Oh dear.
It's going to go with my gunner next, my sniper. So they are going to target this Zealots player.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I should have done this at the start shooting phase, but Rob's let me get away because it's the first time I'm using Ad Mech here. This guy has has an Omni spec. You can choose one new model within 3 inches to then ignore to shoot and injury of a model being obscured. So I'm going to choose the plasma, so he will not suffer the effects of -1 tip and shooting and the injury roll table. And I get to reroll ones when I am under benediction or Obsara. So you can bet I'm going to supercharge right at you.
Here we go.
So you are in long range, it's going to be forced to hit you, rerolling ones. Right, so that is fine. So 1 hit. Choose to injure. So as a wound.
And 4 confirm. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Oh my word. Rob has now ran out of guys to shoot because they're not in range, so I'm going to go with my comms next against Rob's Zealot. Let's try and bend down. You are obscured and you are in long range, not within 9 inches, so it's going to be 5s to hit you with 3 shots, rerolling 1s. So we've got 1 hit. Wounding you on 4s. 6s are 3 damage though. Oh, where's the 6s when you need it? So yeah, do you want to make an invul save? Which you fail. You can make a command. You can command point if you want.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Yep, that's fine.
So I'm going to go with my last guy to shoot, which is going to be the radium carbine from this Qatari onto this Zealot again. Again, you're in long range, you're obscured, so it's going to be 5s to hit you.
Really don't like it, do you?
I really don't, and you've absorbed a lot of shots, and I'm not pleased with it. So 5s rerolling 1s. That's a terrible roll so far. Well, yeah, we did get it. That was cocked, by the way, like, massively. Please go down. Forced to induce 6s or 3 damage. Oh, do I use my last command point? I've used a reroll in a different phase when it was the booby traps. Oh, no, I need to keep command points for other things. Oh my word. Well, that's it for Battle Round 1, and I think I came out quite badly there. I got a few wounds in, but your saves were unbelievable, and if anything I actually came out the worst. I had to spend a command point to save a guy from Rob's deadly traps. I've still got guys surrounded by traps, but Rob is equally now halfway up the force and I've not even scraped him. So that's not good. I now really want to win the initiative here. I really want to now try and take a step back and try and get another round of shooting before Rob pounces on me. If Rob starts charging, this is going to be a problem. So yeah, roll for initiative, Rob. I'll go first. Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
So let's start back around 2. Harlequins are quite high up on the table. Time to do what they do best and see if we can get some charges on.
So I'm going to activate from my Canticle Chant from Literacy of the Electromancer. So this is a bit different to how it works in the actual 8th edition. Usually that activates at the start of the battle round, but this technically activates at the start of the fight phase. So if you charge me,
I've got a good chance of getting a mortal wound back.
Yeah, which may not be ideal.
All good. So let's get on to Harlequin's movement. Starting off with, I'm going to use this troop. He's going to declare a charge against the infiltrator.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to react by overwatching into you and hope I get a 6. I also do some good stuff in combat, but I hope to try and kill you in shooting. So I'm going to need 6s to do this. Show me 6s. I see one. Yep, so I've got 1. Gonna be forced to wound you.
Yep.
Oh man.
Right, for charges, Harlequin got a nice little trick with the Rising Crescendo. It's actually 3d6 charge.
And it's the whole amount, it's not 3d6 and choose the highest?
No, it's you may roll 3d6 instead of 2d6 for this model when making a charge roll.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I can charge up to anywhere up to 18 inches.
Oh.
So I need a 7 and I ignore all terrain as well. So that is a grand total of 10 inches. Second charge is going to be my Zealot troop towards Ross's leader, Alpha.
Okay, so I'm going to react by reshooting. So I'm going to move 3 inches back.
So it's a grand total of 7 inches, so that brings it 10 inches.
Essentially, yep.
That's 10 inches there, Ross.
Oh no, so I'll move 3 inches back, but you just follow me.
On to my third charge, I'm going to do... actually, I'm going to do this one.
Yep.
Against your...
Infiltrator
again.
Okay, I can't react in any way.
Nope.
You avoid all terrain, don't you?
I do indeed. Grand total 9 inches. More than enough. Because that is actually only 8 inches.
Nice.
Maybe a little bit crazy, but I'm going to get my vet troop to charge into this vanguard in the ruins.
So I thought about trying to fall back, we'll retreat here as well, but I'd basically go down sort of there and you ignore the terrain, so you just still catch me and get me an inch. So I'm just going to try and overwatch and hope for the best. So overwatch, needing 6s.
There's 1.
I see 1, I see success. Oh, don't count that. Forced wound. Yep.
4 of invuln.
Please fail at least 1. No.
And 3d6 charge. Grand total of 10 inches.
Yeah, you're well within.
And lastly, I've got the last specialist and my leader just hustle right behind these barricades here. Wanted to charge, but I was getting a little bit too eager and guaranteed I'll fail one of these crucial charges. So let's go on to Ross's movement phase and see how he reacts.
So I'm just about finished up my movement phase for the Ad Mech. I'm going to attempt to charge with the Rust Stalker onto these Harlequins here. Obviously you can't react because you're on combat. So it's going to be a 4-inch charge to get within an inch of you.
Oh, more than enough.
Well, there's some good roll, so he'll be joining into that Harlequin there. I'll just summarise the rest of my movement. These guys have moved forward. Basically, I am hoping for the best, that I can at least put a lot of shots into these players and bring 1 or 2 down. The other guys are going to be in a bit of a dangerous position. And my Plasma Calver special, just my regular guy on a flesh wound, has advanced and got like a mighty 6 and is now trying to book it out this game. You forget this is about victory points, and if I get off the side of the board, then I can get a point. So yeah, that's an interesting one there. What we've also got to do is we've got some dangerous terrain checks to make. So my guy here stayed still, but your guy did jump onto that one there. So when I won, you do suffer mortal wounds?
Nope.
No. We then also have 2 here. Now both of us actually moved past here. You're within an inch at the moment and I moved past it an inch as well. So we both have to take dangerous terrain. I'll do mine first. I'm fine.
And for me, I'm fine as well.
So yeah, no dangerous terrain there.
On to shooting for a bit of giggle factor. Harlequin troop here, he's going to try and take a pot shot at that runaway vanguard.
Oh, here's my victory point, boy.
Shush.
Okay.
So it's long range, so I hit on 4s. He hits. Strength of 3.
Forced wound.
Oh, forced wound.
Yeah, okay. So it's going to be a 4-up armor save for me.
That isn't. Yep.
Yep. Cool, 4-up armor save.
No.
Now I'm going to re-roll that. I'm going to take that. So this is the shooting phase, re-roll, armor save. Did I make it?
No.
Oh my words. If you kill this guy, now I'm not within an inch of terrain that is between us, so you're actually going to be 3s to put him out of action because I've suffered a flesh wound.
And he is.
Oh my words. So after Rob's impressive single shot, and that is actually his only shooting this whole turn, it's now me to activate basically everything, which is this 3-man squad here. One thing we would notice is that in Rob's last shooting, he actually was 5-step because he was obscured from the previous guy here, but Rob rolled that 5 either way. We checked and he killed him as he was trying to make a break. He was trying to run for his life. Rob had other plans for him.
And a Harlequin banana shot round the corner. Oh,
yeah.
good.
So I've made a very tactical mistake as well. I am about half an inch of being short range. I thought I was within short range, but I'm actually within long range. That's pretty tragic and it's going to cost me hard here. Going to start with my Plasma Calver, who's going to supercharge, but I'm going to also use my comms to add 1 to hit, and I'm going to use the Omnispec to ignore the effects of cover for shooting and injury. We're going to go for your specialist.
Specialist?
Yep.
Cool.
So I add +1, but you -1 because you're within long range. Sorry, not your specialist, your leader.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, technically leader's a specialist. You know, so it's your leader specialist, and that's your zealot.
Nope, zealot's all the way over there.
Alright, so your veteran one. So it's going to be 2 shots. Your long range and my comms going to cancel each other. So it's going to be 3s and a reroll 1s due to being a sniper. Yeah. So 3 reroll 1s. I'm supercharged. So yeah, all fine. 2 Swinger.
Cool,
2 wins. 4 up save. That's cocked. I'm going to pray to everything.
No, I'm going to use a command point for that.
Yeah, understandably.
It's fine.
Oh my word. So after that, just fail 1 save. 1 is all I ask. It'd be nice to roll in the injury table. I'm going to go with this Radium Carbine next. Again, I am tragically just without long range. Should have double checked it, but such is the way. So 3 shots, hitting on 5s because I'm in long range and you're behind cover as well. This just from the regular Radium Carbine. So 5s for 1. And I'm going to need 4 swing juice. 6 is going to be 3 damage piece. For 1 damage, you got to make your save. That's on your leader, by the way. Nope, you've made it. And finally, my comm specialist is going to have a go at this one again. Bring down the leader. You gotta die. Something's got to at least suffer a flesh wound. 3 shots in on 5s, extra long range and behind cover. For 1 hit, wounding you in 4s. 6s are 3 damage piece. 3 damage piece, fail this. This is leader going down now. He is going down, so obviously you got 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yep, it's 3 damage, 3 rolls, and cause you're behind cover, it's a 5 to take you out, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be flesh wound. So I need a single 5 here. Please go down. Oh my word, I've used the reroll already.
Yep.
So you simply suffer a flesh wound because you are an inch behind cover. So as my Ad Mech are under lieutenancy of the Electromancer right now, at the start of the fight phase, roll a d6 for each enemy model within an inch of one of my models, and on a 6, on a 6 you suffer mortal wounds. Bit different to 8th edition, and I much prefer it this way. If they could move this into 8th edition, it would also see a lot more use. So yeah, we'll start with this one here. On a 6 you suffer a mortal wound. Nope. This one here, take a mortal wound. Nope. This guy here, so that's the one without the white mohawk.
Yep.
Oh, mortal wound. I caused the eye roll in the injury table.
Yep.
On a 4+ you go down. Yep, he is out of action.
Oh, bugger.
And then we'll go with the white mohawk. Show me R6. No.
After that horrific electromancy ability and taking one of my troop out, I'm going to use this troop on this infiltrator.
Okay.
So I've got 4 attacks using his caress, so that is +2 strength, -2 AP. So 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 3 hits, strength 5.
So 3 wounds.
2 wounds, -2 AP.
-2 AP will bring me to a 6+ save. 6+ save, need to make 1. Nice, that brings me down to 1 wound. So how the fight phase goes here is basically all the Hammer of Wraths go, and I did actually make a charge move, so I've got 1 Hammer of Wrath to go, which will be my Rust Stalker. He is going to try and eliminate this Harlequin here. Now it is just a regular Rust Stalker, so that's going to give me 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s because there's no terrain between us. One of them will be a Cord Claw, the rest will be Transonic Razor. So we'll go with Cord Claw first, hitting on a 3.
Yep.
So it hits. I'll do that first. I am going to be strength 4, so I'm wounding you on 3s.
Correct.
6s are going to be mortal wounds instead. So yeah, I do wound you. Do you save?
Oh, no I don't.
You don't. You can spend an command point.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think you're kind of destined to die with all those attacks. It's going to be D3 damage because it brings down your last wound. So that's how many injury rolls I get on you.
3.
It's going to be 3. So yeah, 3 injury roll tables to make, and it's going to be a 4+. You're gone.
Oh yeah, he's gone 3 times over. Onto the combat here with my Zealot troop. he's going to put all of his attacks into your leader.
Okay.
So he normally has 4. For Zealot, he gets an additional attack, but also he gets an additional strength on top. So in combat with his Caress, he's now strength 6.
Oh, okay.
So
how many attacks total?
5 attacks in total.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. That's quite bad. I'm going to use command reroll.
You've already used... No, you haven't, not in this phase. Yep. So go for it.
So that's 4 hits.
Yep.
Strength of 6, so it's 2s to wounds.
It is indeed.
That's 4 wounds there, buddy.
How much minus AP?
-2.
-2, so I need to make 4 6-ups relay. Yep. So I made 1, but those 3 go through. How much damage does it cause?
It causes 1 damage apiece.
1 damage apiece, so you only get 1 damage characteristic, so I only got 1 wound.
And he's out.
And he's dead.
Going on to this combat. It's my vet troop. He's got Caress as well, but again, he's only got 4 attacks. So he's hitting on 3s. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, you can reroll it. So is that only 1 hit?
Yep.
Oh my good. Right.
Strength 5.
So 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Come on, man. 6 up. 6 up. 6 up. Do this. Come on, you guys. I'm not going to reroll that. 6 up's not worth it. Do not kill me. Do not kill me. Gosh!
Yep.
Yeah, so we're now on to the morale phase. We just wanted to check everything there. Neither of us are broken because we haven't suffered either flesh wounds or out of action more than 50% of our team. Rob is, I think, exactly 50% with 2 guys out of action and 1 on a flesh wound. And I am still a wee bit above it because he has actually only suffered 1 wound. He actually hasn't suffered a flesh wound, but I have lost 3 guys. In terms of nerve test, I don't need to take any because none of my team have actually suffered flesh wounds. As I said, he's only lost 1 wound out of 2. And Rob's guy would have to take a nerve test, but he's leadership 8, so he suffers -2 due to having 2 guys out of action. This guy's nearby. Everyone's brave. No one's running yet.
End of that round 2. Losing 2 troop to Russell. They're pretty hard and bounced quite well. But I've taken quite 3 decent guys out at the moment, so give Ross something to think about as well. But we'll see what we do on that battle round 3. Do you want to roll for it, Ross?
Let's roll for it. I have no idea if I actually want to win this. I might. 9. I definitely do. So yeah, this will be. I think this is now battle round 3 actually.
Battle round 3. Yep, that's what's
so let's see how that goes.
All good.
So yeah, I have the sort of initiative when it comes to battle round 3. I'm going to do, I think, is it Chant of Remorseless Fist, the one that allows me to reroll 1s when hitting, because I think Rob will still try and charge me, which is not ideal, but it will be what it will be. I'm just going to try and book it, get out of here. Let's have a look at the movements. So yeah, doing a bit of a dangerous move here. It may not work, it may work, I have no idea, we'll find out soon. I'm falling back and trying to beeline it towards Rob's lines. Unfortunately, there is like traps galore everywhere, like painfully. So how does it work? Basically, this guy's fine no matter what. He advanced and only got 1, so he moved around this way. My infiltrator was within an inch of this terrain, so is going to suffer the effects of the booby trap and then advanced, but because it only dangerous terrain,
right, yep.
So it counts as difficult as well, so it halves my movement, so I could only move a tiny 4.5 inches after advance. And let's see if he actually mortal wounds himself. Please don't.
Oh, please do. Oh yes.
I can't reroll that.
No.
I can reroll the injury result table, but you know that's him suffered an injury result. Goodness me. I'll take the mortal wound, so he stays at a mortal wound now. But oh my word. Right, we'll go on. So we've now got my comm specialist, which is the guy on the top there. He's actually moved. I tried to advance them to get away as well, but that is difficult terrain as well as dangerous, so I have my movement there. See if he mortal wounds himself. He doesn't. The guy beside him is also really nearby. No, he doesn't. This guy has just moved. Normally, he's going to try and take pop shots and pray to everything that he lives.
End of Harlequin movement. It may sound stupid, but I've actually scored 2 victory points by getting 2 of my guys off the board.
I think you actually score 3 per person that gets
3
off.
per person.
I could be wrong on that one, but it's a lot for each person that gets off. So
either or.
You've kind of called my bluff in this one. I was hoping you were not going to do that.
But what I will have is 2 charges here onto your Vanguard. So I will do with this one first.
Okay, I get to Overwatch, so let me get some dice for that. So yeah, my only react I can make is Overwatch because I did move into position there. So which one's going first? It's obviously the one with shorter.
Yep, it's going to be a 6-inch one here, which is my combat specialist.
Yep, okay. So I'm going to Overwatch into. I'm going to supercharge because I'm a sniper and I get to reroll ones when I make a shooting attack, not during the shooting phase. Shooting attack. Now that's important because Ad Mech usually only get it in the shooting phase, so to get it in the Overwatch is fun. So supercharging. Gonna need 6s to hit you. Go 1, I get to reroll this one. If I get another 1, I kill myself. Oh no. But 1 does go through. It's going to be 2s to wound you.
Does.
I got you. Right, 4 pinball.
Oh, yep.
Oh no! Like, all hope is drained from my body. Like, please stop making 4 pinballs.
And 3d6 charge.
To get what, 6?
6? Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Let's talk with Ross. We've got no shooting whatsoever on this one.
Yeah, because I advanced everyone, but also there's no targets.
No. So we're going to go with my combat specialist. So he's got an additional 1 attack with his Harlequins Kiss. So going with 5 attack, hitting on 3s. Yeah.
Yep.
And Harlequins Kiss plus 1 strength, so I'm on strength 4. So 3s to wound.
How much AP?
It's minus 1 AP.
So I've got 5 up saves.
Yeah, you do.
Awesome. I fail loads.
And a D3 wounds apiece.
Oh, is it D3 damage?
D3 damage apiece.
So roll, see how many. No, it's only 1.
Only 1.
Because I've only got 1 wound, so you took off the last wound of 1 of them. How much injury roll table do you get? You get 3 rolls in the injury roll table.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, he's kind of minced. So now on to the morale phase for our kill teams. Rob does not have to suffer one, although he only has 2 guys on the field. 2 of them did get off the side of the field and they do not count as being out of action. So Rob, you're fine. 50% of your team is either out of action or suffered flesh wounds because you've got 1 flesh wound, but you're fine. I, however, am not. I have got 4 guys who have suffered their out of action, and 1 guy, my infiltrator, has suffered a flesh wound now. He was in a wound, but then you took it off. Well, actually, fell in a trap. So now I've got to work out if I'm broken. On a 8 and above on 2 dice, I am broken. I'm fine, so for this turn I am not broken, but I do have 1 nerve test to make for the infiltrator. I'll try and work that one out. It's 1d6. It's going to be minus 4 because
Leadership 7.
Leadership 7, so that's going to be 3, and then I'm going to be, I think I'm near 2 inches to the other guy, but we'll check that. Either way, I've definitely failed it, so he has failed his nerve test, he can't move. So that's it for battle round 3, and we're going to move on to battle round 4. This is actually technically the last turn. For me to win, I need the game to continue to go on. I need to get every single one of my guy across the field, really, and I also need to kill these 2 Harlequins. And Rob could either, if he gets first the initiative here, he will run off and I can't beat him. He'll have already gained more victory points than I can possibly get, so if he wins initiative, it's like game over. And if I am to actually stop him from doing that, I need to charge him and kill him. And
charging Harlequins, come on Ross.
That's really the only way, and then I've got to wait. Hopefully there's turns I get so many advanced rolls. It's so difficult. We'll see how it goes. We'll roll to the initiatives first. So initiatives, I don't know how this is going to go. 5. 7. So that kind of gives Rob the sort of initiative to go first. I'm going to roll for my Canticles Messiah. I need Litany of Electromancer, so again. So I need a 2 here.
Nope, what did you get? 6.
No, I'm going to use Gloria of the Glory of Mechanicum, it's a stratagem, it's 1 command point, it allows me to basically reroll this. I randomly determine this takes into effect instead. 1, which is reroll nerve test, which is no use at all. Rob, you might feel your advance rolls not make over the edge.
Well, I checked one of them. One of them is 9 inches away, one of them is 10 inches away.
So, on that note, let's just do your rolls and then...
I can do rolls now.
Want to do them now? Yeah, that's a good plan because it's basically one guy is automatically off, so we'll do him first.
Yep, so the guy that's automatically off, I'll roll a
Right,
5.
that's our 2 victory points.
And the leader...
Yeah, you can use a command point to
I am
that.
doing that.
Because I'll pummel him with shots.
I will do indeed, and I've got a 3, so yeah, they're both off.
That brings you to, you've got 4 guys who made it off the board, that brings you to 8 victory points. You get 1 for every one of my guys you put out of action, bringing you to 12 I think.
Yep.
Some, I don't think any of them died to actually tripping over and dying.
Nope.
But either way, even if I got all my guys across the field to bring me to 8, I get another 2 points for killing yours to 10. There's no way I can actually win. There's nothing left on the board. You've ran off and caused absolute untold havoc.
Well, that was a great first game of Kill Team, and especially with Harlequins as well, which people were asking for, and we delivered. All good.